Today I am gathering up my nerve to make a duster out of this. So here we go. Years and years and years ago, I bought an Indian Sari, and on part of the yardage it has this kind of sheer thing with medallions on it, and on the other part of the and on other part of the yardage it's this sheer viney thing with a little bit of a gold, it's almost like dry brushing here and there on that pattern. So I am really loving this color combination. I love that it's got all these sparkles on it. I think the trim is pretty. So I'm going to try to make this into a duster, something that I can wear as just a really super light layer, and hopefully it won't look too terribly dressy. We'll see. But I've got two sections to the cloth, and I'm gonna try to figure out what to do down this section here where they connect, but it is my intention to get out of this with a duster at least, and then hopefully I'll have plenty of the other to make another layer to go underneath perhaps, or something else. We'll see. Hello friends, I'm going to make a pair of earrings to match this cloth that I've been making the really cool duster out of. So I'm just going to put that here where we kind of keep it as reference. I have these ear wires that are a color that I don't like, and I also have these cool filigree pieces that turned out copper when I got them, and I don't like that either. So we're going to try to change the color of these. I have some malachite drops, and I'm going to pick out of this group two that match the best. Probably like these two. I need them to be about the same size and about the same shape. So we'll see. We'll just pick out two of those. That's a pretty good match of the cloth that I have. And then I've got these really cool rivolis. This is a Swarovski Crystal. And so let me show you these. They are amazing. I've got two of these, and they have crazy amount of sparkle. So they are really going to be fun to use. But I'm just going to set them over here for a minute, and they do, I think, match really quite nicely. And then I think we'll use some of these guys as well. This is a heliotrope Swarovski crystal again, and this has got a really cool treatment on it, and so they sparkle green and they sparkle purple, so we'll be using them as well. So I'm just going to put those here. We may add some other things, but first things first, what I really need to do is get the colors to work on the metal that I'm working with. So here's what we're going to try. I'm going to try first a little bit of brown, and again, this is not the right paint for this, but it's just an experiment. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's fine. Get a little piece of paper, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of paint. Good. Okay, so we got a little bit of a coat of a chocolatey brown on, and then I'll go back here in a minute and add this paint, which has more of a sheen to it. It's got a little bit of a metallic sheen, but for now we're just going to set that aside. Now what I want to do is pick out the malachites that I like the best. I like this one, but look how flat the bottom is. So, and it's got a flaw here. So when you buy something really super inexpensive, you know there's just going to be some that are not going to work. So this one seems to have a pretty good shape. I don't know, so I like this shape on this one. This one's actually rounded on the bottom the way I would like it to be. So now it's just a matter of finding two that are alike enough that looks like they might work. Okay, I think these two are probably my best bet. And this one is another one, so we'll use that as backup. These two are looking really cool with the way that eye is. So let's set this one aside. Now, when you're feeling a little bit nervous about a project and you want it to be spectacular in the end, but you're not sure you can get there, the only way I know to approach it is to just kind of turn all of that off. Turn all of that, can I do it? How's it going to turn out? All of that fear and all of that trepidation, just turn it off and change the chapter, change the page, and say, we're just going to have fun. So here I am. I've got scissors. I've got an amazing piece of cloth, and I'm going to drape it here on the form, and we're just going to have fun, okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to have fun. So here we go. I'm going to need glasses. That's better. Okay, here we go. I am bold. I am brave. I can do this. So the first thing to do is just to drape it on the form. So we're going to start, just start on the back, and I want it about that long. I've got it about the same height, though she's maybe a little bit taller than me, but by the time I get shoes on, so I want it to be about there. So what I'm going to do is that I have marked it here, and I'm going to go ahead and take it off the form, and I'm going to cut it. And this section will be the sleeves. So I've got plenty of that, which is spectacular. So I will get a duster with a nice set of long sleeves, plus who knows what, out of this cloth, which is really making me happy. So I'm going to go ahead and take it off the form. Okay. And here we go. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to turn it a little bit so that I am cutting less fabric, so that I'm cutting it all at one time, so that if I get a little bit off with my cut, that it's not going to be completely out of whack. And at this point I'm going to move beyond this big medallion right here, so that I'm not cutting through anything like that right now. So here we go. Big bold move. We have just cut through the sari. I'm telling you, it takes boldness. Now, let me set this aside. Okie dokie. I have pinned the bottom edge together, and then I am just bringing it up onto the piano so that those edges will be even. Because that's the tricky part. And then I've got a pin right there where I want it in the front. And so I'm hoping we've got this pretty much even. I'm going to put the pin cushion there because that will help it stay in place. I've got a pattern piece. happen is that the jacket ends up shorter and shorter. So with that in mind, I'm not going to worry too much about getting this wrong. We're just going to do this thing, okay? So here we go. Where do we begin? Right here? Alright, because we're cutting beads, I'm going to not use my really good scissors. I'm going for these guys that I realize now are not entirely sharp. Okay, and teensy tiny little brown pieces of sequins. So there we go, I've got it cut. Okay, I think it's time to pull out the sewing machine and start sewing some things together, and maybe kind of with a basting stitch just to kind of get a feel for how it looks when it's on, and then let's see what happens. Okay, let's go ahead and set these stones. Let's see how dry this paint is first of all. Yeah, pretty dry. Okay, I have a little bit of E6000 here. This is not the glue they recommend for this, but again, it's what I have on hand. So I'm going to pop it open. I'm going to try. Oh, it is open. Okay. Put a little drop in there. And then we're just going to set it here and hope it doesn't get on the table in the second it takes me to get the stone in place. Okay, we'll just set that one there. And look at it, it's blobbing out everywhere. And then one more little dab in here. Set it aside, stone in place, and press. Now, that's how that looks. I'm going to go ahead and clean this off and coat it and cover it again. And we'll see if I can use that again. It's kind of hard to tell if it'll actually still be okay the next time. So there we go. Again, I'm going to work a little bit further on that gold. I'm not crazy about it. See if I can get some more of that edge covered with the chocolate brown paint. Okay, let's continue with the malachite. Alright, I've got pins in the shoulders, so we're going to try it on. Let's see how close I am to having the jacket I want. Alright, well, I think that's looking pretty good. We've got a snug little armhole here, so I might cut a little bit out of the bottom of that. But I think we're in a good position. I'm going to go ahead and sew those two pieces together. Okay, so I need to do a facing under this edge so that it won't ravel or go anywhere crazy. And then I need to add sleeves. And then, well, and then I'd be pretty much done. So, let's carry on. Let's go ahead and put that heliotrope on there. You know what? I'm inclined to try it with pearl. pulled out these chocolate pearls earlier because they're so pretty with that. So let's try that with the heliotrope. Ooh, pretty. Maybe, just maybe, a hint of gold in between there. Question mark. Are these way too gold? Let's see. That's pretty, actually. Let's get a little loop in the top here. Cut that tail. Need to make sure you cut pieces like that, little tiny wire pieces like that, in a way that they don't come flying back at you. Because you don't want that kind of thing in your skin or in your eye. I'll just use these to hold them in place so they don't, so I can get to see the dangle, see how the dangle looks. And then I'm going to go ahead and open this loop and slide this in there. So that's how they look so far. I don't know if I should have put the paint on there or not. Let's see. Alright, so here we go. That's looking better without the two beads in there, and actually giving it a squish up in there looks a little bit better than having it spaced out with these guys. So let's take these back off. Try this. Trick is to have that as straight as possible. Actually, that works out pretty well. I like how that looks. Just a little hint of copper is fine, but having it full on copper was way too much. So let's go ahead and push this one in a little further. They do sort of kind of need to match. And give that a little bit of a curl. Open it a little bit, slip it on there, and close her right back up. Wow, and she's about the length of the glass. Alright. That is a nice long earring. I'm going to let them dry a little bit because obviously they still have a little of that paint sticky on them. Okay, I've just realized I have a setting. I have another one of these emerald stones just like in the earrings. And what I want to try to do is put that in there and then see if I can figure out a way to wrap these jades around in a way that's just under the setting so that the wire that I would have to use to do it is not too terribly visible. So this is an experiment and we're just going to see if it works. Nothing wrong with that, right? See how close we can get. Cut these open. Not that many. Okay. All right, let's wrap that around once and see how close we are to having the look I want. Need a few more. A few more. I've got them out, might as well use them, right? I don't know. What do you think? Is it working so far? You know, it's good not to judge it too soon, you know? You just have to kind of wait and see. Sometimes something will come together at the last second and you just never thought it would, and then suddenly boom, hey, it looks pretty good after all. Sometimes not so much, so you just have to reserve judgment. Okay, now the idea in here is to cut off these ends in a way that makes it so that they don't come back and bite you. So I'm going to stick my nippers in there, because you don't want to feel those ends ever again, right? Actually, I think that actually worked. Let's get a little dab of glue in there and put that stone in place and see what we came out with. Where is the glue? I haven't already put it away, have I? Ah, see? Hiding. Okay. A little dab will do ya. Close it off quick. You don't want this stuff in the air any longer than necessary. And let's pop that baby in place. Give it a little squish. And now we have an emerald jade combination ring. How cool is that? Well, I got the facing done, and now it's just time for the sleeves. Well, hey everybody, it is time to try on the duster and the earrings and the hat and see how it all comes together. You ready? I think we'll go for the ring first. That's the easiest thing. She said as she struggled to get it out of the jar. Okay. Blingy, blingy, ringy, ringy. Here we go. Ta-da! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. What's next? Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and put on this duster and let's see how it goes. I have finished sewing. Ta-da! There we go. Oh, this is the first time I've seen it on. It is... Okay, the earrings are a very heavy gauge, and I had trouble getting this one in my ear the other day, so I'm just going to add a little bit of oil. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil to my earlobes, and hope that that makes it much easier to get the earrings in. Because you know the whole COVID thing has really, oh, that smells good. The whole COVID thing has really done a number on the whole earring wearing around here. I just don't even remember anymore that there's such a thing as earrings, much less that it would be possible to wear them. So this one's going in a lot easier than the other one. Ooh, me likey. Okay. There we go. All right, we're in. We are in like flint, and they are rather cool, aren't they? They are cool. All right. Okay, that much color is a little bit much for this outfit. Let's try bringing it back a little bit. There we go. You know what? Those earrings are pretty spectacular, aren't they? I am really happy with how the hat turned out from an earlier video. I think the ring and the earrings are pretty sparkle spectacular, and I really like how the duster turned out. It's long. It's long and flowy and sparkly, and I mean, what more could I possibly want from an old vintage sari than to become a new and very fun piece of cloth that I will wear and enjoy thoroughly. So thank you so much for watching today. I will continue to be making fun things. I've got a whole, you would not believe how many projects. I finally started putting them each in their own box because it's gotten a little crazy. Because I see potential in everything. That's probably not a bad thing. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to collect a little bit of this and that needs recycling into something fun. And this is definitely a recycling project. Recycle an old vintage sari into a duster, which I will happily wear. Now there is more of this cloth, so you'll have to leave me a note in the comments and let me know what you think I should make of it. There's still a little bit more of this beaded band on the edge, and there's probably about 3 yards of that, and then the rest is this just really fun sheer, super sheer viney fabric that's in the same colorway as this. So I think that is another amazing opportunity, and I don't know what we'll do, but we'll see. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So thank you so much for joining me today on this adventure with a vintage sari and some really long, spectacular earrings. And oh, and the ring. Don't forget about the ring. Yes. So thanks so much for watching today. Make sure you check out the description. There's some really cool things happening right now. There's a video coming shortly on a package deal. If any of you are tiny house people or are interested in simplifying and minimizing things in your life to kind of make it easier to live in the homes that we've all been trapped in for the last year, that is coming your way, so make sure you watch out for that. Also in the description are links to various playlists. The Smart Sexy Small House playlist, which is the house that we lived in after, or currently live in after the tiny house. There's the Faith, Art, and Tiny House podcast, and you can hear and see past episodes of that. And there's a bunch of other cool stuff too, so make sure you check out the description. There's some real cool goodies in there. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'd like to end with a blessing that a friend of mine sent me this week. It's a Holy Week blessing. She lives in Ireland, and so this is a bit of an Irish feel to it. God bless you. God bless your heart. God bless your life. God bless your health. God bless your home. God bless your family. God bless your work. God bless your spiritual life. God bless your finances. God bless all your projects. God bless you and your family abundantly. Let's always pray for one another. Father, thank you for each and every day you have blessed us here on earth. Thank you for your tender mercies. Thank you for giving us friends and family to share joys and sorrows with. Where there is joy, give them continued joy. Where there is pain or sorrow, give them your peace and mercy. Where there is self-doubt, release a renewed confidence. And where there is need, fulfill them. Bless their homes, families, their goings, and their comings. Amen. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Now that is an earring. Oh, I love how it sparkles. And I like how I was able to kind of get the coppery color covered up on the metal here so that the malachite shines more than the fake copper. I like how these turned out. They are really fun. They are really fun.